long way behind as regards to robotics, technology, and science.
Engineering solves problems by modeling the real world. It touches everything, and it's exciting to see how far we can push technology.
I'll try to know what the world has reached, and I'll try to apply what I've learned.
We see the youth in general and this community as the future of our country. There is a large community of Sudanese people who are interested in STEM, research, inventions, and they are making a remarkable achievement worldwide.
The evolution of ideas from this African nation have come about not just through its talented youth that clearly is with us today, but because of people like this team's mentor, Mohamed Sati, who was actually a finalist in the Stars of Science. It's the Arab world's leading scientific entertainment reality TV program.
Yep, and as the game gets started right there, we can see Team Sudan teamed up with Chile and Cameroon on Team Aqua. And it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a two robots stuck together that hopefully they can figure out if you look at the camera right there in the middle. They're up against on Team Hydro, Vietnam, Micronesia, and Australia.
So you're starting to see some teams repeat in terms of getting over that first round and now getting into the second round. Katie, how do you think teams' strategies might be changing over the course of time now that they've had that first, they've gotten the jitters out? So.
Yes, it's definitely part of experience. You might think you have a strategy that works, but then once you try it, you realize that you sort of either forgot one key aspect or maybe you were focused too much on one thing. So you'll definitely teams sort of realize the problems of coordination as if there's only two ways onto the bridge at a time. And with two teams and 6 robots trying to get there, it can be sort of difficult, as well as each team having to get 3 robots over to that water access point in the corner. It takes a lot of requirements that you might not see them thinking about after the first round of competition.
And I would think that because those alliances change so often from round to round, it's got to be really difficult to kind of get on the same page. They know what goal they're headed for, much like the ones that we're trying to solve with real-world challenges like water access. But in terms of this game, trying to focus on all the minutiae, even though it's a simple game, is probably pretty complex for them.
I mean, everything seems simple in context, but then you add a robot and you add 6 of them and you add different languages, and it's never that simple as it seems. As we've said, every little thing has to work exactly as intended in order for these teams to be successful, which you're seeing them do right now.
So we focused on Micronesia earlier on with that kind of extending praying mantis arm, but we also saw earlier on in a couple of shots Team Australia, which I believe kind of had that shelf that they ended up having in front of their robot, turning itself up and flipping back on top of themselves. As you can see it right now in this shot, if they can get any balls that are trying to get into that front frame, they can load it on to that kind of back barrier that they have, kind of like that basket approach that they're trying to take into this competition.
And right behind them, you see Team Vietnam full of water, hopefully able to drop that off before the game ends. And as we hit these last 10 seconds, we can see teams starting to lift. We have 2 teams from Team Aqua in the air, and hopefully 2 teams from Team Hydro attempting to get there. Additionally, Micronesia is parking on that bridge for that 5-point bonus as we hit the ends. And so as we get the scores up here on the board, congratulations to Team Hydro.